On.
Aussie corner, Jonna
Okay.
Sundling.
Sunling.
Okay, should we press record on that?
No, I think we're rolling.
Oh, we're good? Oh, we're right.
Come on.
Okay, welcome back to another week of Aussie Corner. Goms edition, here with your co-host Seve Campo and
Hugo Hinckfuss.
come on, Australian team back on World Cup after a short hiatus.
Yeah,
Hugo?
short hiatus. Of course, we missed the Tour de Ski in Oberhof, but you know what? Money needs to be saved and spent accordingly.
That's it. Yeah, the money's saved up now, so we're absolutely rolling and we're keen to get back into it. And we have our Aussie Corner predictions dialed for Goms, so stay tuned. We've got some good predictions coming. This week, we've got a skate team sprint
Classic sprint.
and a classic 20K on
Yeah.
Sunday. You'll be
Great.
doing all three, Hugo?
Yeah, great weekend, of course. Just trying to fund the wax X as well, so we'll be doing all three races.
That's it. And you've got your teammate for the sprint flying in tonight on the red eye.
Yeah, last minute, I had to ask my buddy Lars if he could, after his exam, just pop by. And he's willing to do that, which is really great to see from a teammate. So
That's
go on,
good to
Lars, we make
see.
it.
Lars in the Aussie Corner, but as mentioned, he's flying in.
He's in the air right now.
He's in the air right
A
now.
little bit of last minute altitude practice or training.
Yeah.
Just getting those adaptations all in.
So one to watch Lars if he's going to absolutely blow up in the sprint, or if that sort of last minute altitude lack of plasma drop, still pumped with red blood cells, is
Yeah.
going to fire these boys through
But
the
you've
final.
also got a teammate.
Yeah, shout out Nick Salidas, team
Hey.
Latvia, dream team, honestly. Super pumped. So roughy for the final there. But we're going to jump into our predictions for the skate team sprint.
Let me start.
Let's go, Hugo.
All right. He's done it in the individual 10K skate only, but I think Aina Hedegaard could really be on one. Maybe I'm predicting a masterclass in the skate team sprint. Which team will he be on?
I think he's overheard Ara Monson actually on the
Ooh.
bus that he's with Amundsen.
Oi, that's
Yeah.
a strong team.
So I'm not sure who's anchor leg, but that's going to be very exciting to watch.
Yeah, and like also those guys were 1 and 2 in the 20K of Ruka.
Exactly.
But something that we really remember from Ruka that I'm kind of reminding myself of now is bit icy conditions. And you know, someone who's really struggled in these icy conditions, Club, how do you think he'll go?
Yeah,
with these
I think it
tough
was
conditions?
the Fisher skis are sort of struggling with.
Yeah, no names. He can really turn them around.
Yeah,
So
he did.
no names.
Wasn't sure which brand of skis he was with that day. So stay tuned to see if Claybo can actually handle those icy corners in Goms. Now, look, maybe my best tip of the season so far.
Yeah.
Last week, I said Jonna Sundling would podium
Really?
both days.
Woo!
I said, you heard me say that.
Did you guys watch?
And if you were watching, she did. She podiumed both days, fresh off form from the Falun Swedish car.
Wow.
What a beast. So I'm going to say the Swedish sprint team, probably with Maya Dahlqvist, is going to just destroy and take out first place, with the Germans shaping up nicely for silver.
We know very much of the Skiers Problems podcast boost. Ridzeka's riding that wave for one World Cup. Let's see if she can do it again and maybe in the Olympics.
And she's got an advantage with the downhills in Goms with the French
Alpine skier.
Yeah.
Fact check. But
source check on that, Hugo.
Yeah. Just the Skiers Problem podcast, of course. But yeah, hopefully with those fast corners, she can just navigate that no problem with that intimate experience.
No doubt some date nights on the Alpine skis for those two. So one to watch there. I'm going to round it out with the Italian women's team. Iris De Martin Pinta, probably with Gismondi for a top 5, shaping up also nicely for a women's story for the Olympics. So go girls.
Go girls.
Go girls. Moving on to the classic sprint, Hugo.
Yeah. So Norwegian team selection has been such a hot topic here on the World Cup, and one person who's kind of been in and out of that debate this whole season, but mainly in, has been Oscar Obstedvika. But we've heard just the little rumors. I've also been paying attention on these buses, and apparently he's had some back issues.
Yeah, did you notice him? He was a little bit stiff leaving the bus last night.
Hobbling even.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they have a physio, but he was sort of looking like an old man.
Yeah, but I'm really, really praying for him at the moment. Like, hopefully they don't need a last-minute substitute if he tweaks out thing.
No, well, his substitute, Lars Hagen, is flying home. And we know what questions now arise with Mila Andreasen, the girlfriend of Lars, whether she's actually able to perform whilst in geographical separation.
Yeah, we saw it in Steinstein. They were together.
Norwegian nationals.
And then in Oberhof, also together, also did great. So can they do it in Goms?
By their side, great. Separated?
Don't know.
Question mark.
Don't know.
So one to watch. A quick shout out to local legend Fabienne Alder, the younger sister of Roman Alder on the Swiss team. Expect Fabienne to make the top 30.
Bang.
Self-proclaimed Queen of Trondheim. Check her out. Now, you've been speaking to Roman Alder on...
Yep, just to have the boots on the ground insider scoop on Roman Alder. We're really hoping he can make the Olympics, all right? And to do that, what does he need, Seve?
I've heard a top 25.
Top 25, bit of a random...
I know, if I went through in the prologue, so that's a top 30, what am I doing in the heats to sort of guarantee that top 25? Okay, so the microphone just died before, which second time in a row it's done that. And continuing on, what are we doing if we're Roman older? We've gone through in the prologue, so we're locked in for a top 30, but we need that top 25 to make it to the Olympics. And so what I'd be doing is I'd be looking in my heat. I'd be thinking, who is the weak link here that I can really just expose? Thinking your James Cluniers, your Renogers, people that just go down easy, break a pole, your Tyrrell Vengs, just like a ski comes off the binding. And I'm targeting them, and I'm just kind of just nudging, like putting them in a position where, something could go wrong. And you just guarantee that top 5 in your heat to go top 25. Now, I'm in a kind of 1881 Swiss hotel here. And there are a couple of ghost sightings. I even think one of them I may have confused with Sammy Smith from the USA because she's so pale. But I did have her down as the first year senior. I've got her moving up in the women's rankings on the U23 World Cup women's rankings. Classic sprint on Saturday. Sammy Smith is going to destroy. Moving on to the 20K Classic, we had Elia Barp pick for first podium, moving into form at the right time for the Italian home Olympics. I think he's good at hanging with the pack. So Elia Barp, strong double pole. And speaking of a strong double pole, we've got Kalle Halvorsen, the Swedish vintage wine. Only gets better with age. Mod poles as well, so innovation. Extra leverage, I think that'll come in handy on the 20K on Sunday. So keep an eye out for Kalle. I'm going to go another top 6 there. We've got Yuri Tuts from Czech Republic. Czech team coming up with some young skiers now. Perfect combo of sprint and endurance from Yuri. So watch him in a final sprint. Saying another top 15 for Yuri. And on the women's side, I've got Nadia Kalin. She's probably going to get another top 6 home World Cup. The crowd's going to cheer her home. We've got Kendall Kramer from USA. Now, apparently she needs to do well to get fully qualified for some more Olympic starts. So we've worded up our teammate, Aussie skier Rosie Fordham, and college Fairbanks teammate with Kendall. So I've told Rosie to pull her up through the pack. And so Rosie's going to help us out there. Thanks, Rosie. Special breed to move to Fairbanks, and an even more special breed to actually be born there and stay there. So that bond won't be broken. I'm sure the 20K Classic can't break that bond. So there you go. That's Aussie Corner predictions for this weekend in Goms. Let us know in the comments who you think will win, who you think is an outside chance for top 10, and someone to watch, a story. So yeah, we'll see you next week. And that's all from us here on the Aussie Corner.